So the search for the pieces of the key to time continues, and this time it brings the TARDIS to Terra. No, not some gal named Terra. It's a planet. And this is another episode where you make use of available props and stuff from, other genres, if you will, and our genre being like historical ones. So once again, sort of medieval props and whatnot can be repurposed to represent a alien planet. And and we get a plot of castle intrigue and houses vying for power, trying to achieve the throne. And after a while, after watching it again, I thought, this could have been yet another follow-up of the Peladon story from the Pertwee era. But instead, it's this planet, Terra. And you get a lot of location shots while running around out in pastures and the woods and stuff. And so, a little more than what the Peladon stuff did, which was all in studio. But anyway... So it lands there. The doctor says, yeah, you know what? I'm going fishing. So it's up to Romana to do the actual work. And she finds the segment pretty quick. It was disguised as part of a statue. So problem solved. Get back in the TARDIS and let's go. Show's over. But nah, she gets taken prisoner by Count Grindel of Grot. Well, gee, with a name like that, is probably going to be an okay guy. I forget the actor's name, but the guy playing him does a really good job at playing this sleazy bastard. It was, pretty funny. Of course, typical of villains, he's all very proper and puts on charm and all this sort of stuff. And of course, he's just vying for power and will stop at nothing, including murder, to achieve it. So the thing of it is when he sees her, he's rather surprised at her appearance, because we later learn that she is an exact double for the princess on this planet. And that's an interesting thing too, because I don't know if it was ever established if Mary Tamm's Romana is the first Romana. And is it possible she might have had some field mission and actually encountered this woman, forgot about it, or saw her in some passing moment, and subconsciously it formed her regeneration? The way this has already been established has happened for the Doctor, certainly with Capaldi's Doctor. And there's been these instances where the Doctor sees, a double. Certainly Patrick Troughton did. But, I don't know if you have to go to the trouble of weaving. The doctor must have seen this guy at some point and it stuck in his head. That was certainly the case with Capaldi's Doctor. And then you can even make the argument that Colin Baker's character of, what was it, Colonel Maxim, or can't remember, or Maxwell, and who shot the Doctor, Peter Davison's Doctor, and that image is burned in his memory, so as he regenerates, he turns into that guy, and immediately takes on the personality of a complete a-hole. Such was the opinion of the Doctor of that guy, I guess. I don't know. But I don't see how he wins in that. But anyway, so, I don't know if it's ever been established about Romana's past in any other, books or audio plays and whatnot. But so anyway, so that's what happens. And of course, now the Count thinks she's just some wayward android, because they've got these androids in there. Everything's pretty medieval looking, but they have their swords are electrified, so they can electrocute you or burn stuff. Not lightsabers. And they don't have guns per se, but they have these crossbows that shoot sort of these, powered bullets that are energized or whatever. So they got that. But the rest of it, they're riding on horses and everything. So it's a very weird story. I don't know if you can go into its past and maybe they came in contact with some alien technology and adapted it, whereas normally they wouldn't have had it. But anyway, so he's already in the middle of a plot to, I guess to get the prince Reynard, who is supposed to rise to the throne and then was going to marry this princess. So he's kidnapped the princess, but he could replace her with an android or something. Maybe that was his plot. None of that comes to fruition. Turns out the prince needs to have a duplicate of his own because, well, he's in danger of being assassinated. So if it's the android double, then he won't have to worry about it. So the doctor comes along. He gets captured by that crew while he's fishing, and they want him to repair the prince's android, which just isn't doing so great. And then suddenly they all pass out. Their drinks are drugged, and the count has struck. So he kidnaps the prince as well. And so now the doctor has to make the android work in order for him to go to the throne ceremony and be crowned and all that. So then the count's like, what the hell? And then presents his android princess there, and the doctor immediately sees that it's her, that it's an android, even though at first he's like, hey, what the hell's Romana doing here? And but I don't know, I guess a spark blew out of her ear or something, and he attacks it and knocks her head off. And then, surprise, it's a robot. So, meanwhile, K9, of course, saves the doctor several times here. That's important. Anyway, even though Romana does have a really cool outfit in this episode, she does love clothes. She really does. She likes fashion. But she doesn't really get to do much. She, in this case, I guess you could make the argument that she's just there to be a victim for the doctor to save. Which he does. Although the doctor himself is always a victim, but he's a bit more active here, and of course he does get saved again by K9 and whatnot. So yeah, that does happen, but she does get to save her double, Strella. And the kind of the low point is that, I mean, there is a sword fight between the doctor and Grindel. I mean, he's got the scarf in the way. I just don't think, I mean, I have to conclude, they say that Grindel was the greatest swordsman in the land. Well, was he? But, of course the doctor wins. And, Grindel has to get away. And, of course, you can imagine he probably returns to cause more mischief for the era, but the doctor didn't have time to worry about that. They got their key to time segment and they take off. One of the sad aspects of it is Grindel had this woman who was a scientist who was able to create androids and repair them and all that, and apparently was much better at it than Prince Reinhardt's people. But she was secretly, well, probably not so secretly, in love with Grindel, yes, and he didn't particularly care. She gets killed. He's upset about it, like, oh, damn it. But that's about it, I mean, oh, boy. So, that's all very sad. But anyway, and then it just kind of quickly ends on a little, let's all laugh at the end because K9 is stuck in a boat in the middle of the moat. Hey, it rhymes. And then that's it. Well, okay. But all in all, not bad. The guy playing Grindel was really good. And of course, you get plenty of funny moments with the Doctor. And so a solid Doctor Who adventure. All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. Hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.